Open up, Denikin, it's Chief Naaman. You know why I'm here. Your blue ticket, Mr. Pervert. Now you stay on the ferry all the way down to Washington and you never come back, you understand me? Now move it! Go on! Get in the car, Green Puff! One less deviant to deal with.
This is Juneau, my hometown. I graduated college and just moved back. It's 1963, so Alaska's only been a state 4 years now. We still have the old steamship, but the Alaska State Ferry started sailing here earlier this year. See, we live along these mountains coming out of the sea, landlocked on the North Pacific Rim. That means no roads, in or out. You have to come by boat or plane. Once here, everything eventually dead ends. We're the capital city with a population of about 10,000. Downtown here, we have Main Street, Seward, and Franklin, all leading up the hill to the Capitol, and down the hill to the docks on Gastineau Channel. We have a pharmacy, clinic, laundry, dime store, hardware store, and up the hill we have St. Anne's Hospital. Right down by the Red Dog Saloon is our police station. I just came from my first day of orientation with Uncle Bill, our new chief of police. Public safety position. He says I'll figure out the details as we go along. Now, grabbing a quick haircut at Guys and Dolls. Everybody's favorite.
Tommy!
And here's my mom.
We were looking for you. This is my friend Helen Anderson I told you about, the one who just moved here from Europe. This is my son, Tommy.
How do you do, Corporal?
Nice to meet you.
I told Helen you could help her. Now, tell him, Helen.
It's Michael Denikin, the gentleman at Barrett's department store in men's clothing. I stop by there with my girls every day just to say hello. He knows us all by name. He was one of the first people we met here. Do you know him?
Sure, he's the only guy who knows the latest styles.
I'm worried. The store says he's disappeared.
What do you mean?
They don't know where he is, but they say he won't be back.
I'll see what I can find out.
Well, hello, handsome. Look at you.
Hi, Mrs. Gregerson.
You're old enough to call me Marge now, Tommy?
Okay, Marge.
I see why your mother's so proud.
See you at Mass later?
No, working late tonight. Just stopping in for a quick haircut on my dinner break. Nice to meet you, Marge. See you, Mom.
I can't get over how manly he is.
I told you he could help, Helen.
Some legal matter.
No, he's just checking on something.
He's looking into someone who disappeared. Doesn't miss a beat, my Tommy. I told you he graduated top of his class.
Yes, you did, darling. Want to join me at City Cafe?
Oh, papers to grade, and Tommy's meatloaf at home. Since he got back, he not only cooks, he keeps the house so neat I could let Wilma go.
You're lucky. I have a daughter who doesn't do that.
You can eat with us, Marge. I have a casserole in the oven. There's enough for your family.
No, thanks. I should work on my script anyway.
Why aren't you with your family tonight, Marge?
It's just poker night. You know how men are with their poker. Do they do that in Europe? And Judy has her rehearsal. She's Maria in West Side Story. Why, her teacher thinks she could go to Hollywood.
Wouldn't you like that?
I'd follow her there in a minute and leave my husband here playing his poker. As long as he sends us his paycheck.
Really?
Oh, that's Marge. She jokes like that all the time.
Everything's so different here than in Europe.
Get used to it, sister.
She means you're not in Europe anymore. Now we are your family.
Richard's fixing my hair this week, but my hair is a mess right now. I'm playing Elizabeth Taylor's part on Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. See you gals. Sister woman, your talents are wasted as a housewife and mother. You really ought to be in the FBI.
Come on in here, come on in here. Alexander's right.
Richard, are you here?
Look at you! Is it Captain Tommy now?
Not quite. I just started. My uncle did get me on a squirrel, though.
It sounds fancy.
My criminology degree. I just need a quick haircut. Guess it's a bad time, huh?
Not at all. Quiet down, guys. I have a customer.
Sorry, just a quick trim before dinner, but I can come back tomorrow.
Oh, don't be silly. Have a seat. The usual, or shall we give you a new look? How about a crew cut to go with that new job?
Just the usual, you know, so my empty spots don't show. It's worse.
Oh, okay. We'll figure it out.
Who's the leader of the band? And if you want to hear the Swanee River played in ragtime, come on in here, come on in here. Alexander's ragtime band.
Police!
Ed, Richard is working.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I won't be long. Sorry, Tommy. Theater and rehearsing. You have a hot date tonight, Corporal.
Where would I get a hot date in Juneau?
You never know. We're bound to start taking notice at any time now.
Yeah, I'd rather just fade into the clouds, you know me.
I thought that might have changed while you were away. You must have met all kinds of new people.
Nah. So, Richard, you're friends.
Yeah, they're good guys. Just ignore them.
I never saw, you know, a guy like that dressed up as a girl. Only in the movies. He really looks like a girl.
Yeah. I did his makeup,
Oh.
like I do at the theater.
Oh.
Julius, the guy inside, is an actor, and Ed, he just likes to dress up. Especially as Ethel Merman.
He kind of sounds like her.
Yeah, he's good. Performs at private parties and things, just for fun like in the movies. Nothing like a dame from South Pacific, stuff like that. We're just playing around, celebrating Julius's new house.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Our little secret, Corporal. I'm working around those little bare spots. Not as bad as they feel because your hair hides them.
Thanks.
Oh, hello, Wilma. You're early.
I stopped in to see about coming in a little later than usual. Tommy, you're looking nice.
Thanks, Willie.
See, I told you. Wilma, don't you agree it's about time he step out from his clouds?
He can stay in his clouds till he's good and ready, can't you, little bean? And whatever you do it your way, right?
Exactly.
I don't think you can call a grown man in a corporal uniform little bean anymore.
Willie can call me whatever she wants.
I guess you two go back far enough.
Blessings right from the start.
My second mother.
I'll let you boys finish. Richard, about cleaning your place?
Actually, I have friends here tonight anyway. Could you clean tomorrow or the next day instead?
Sure. Bye now.
Bye, Willie.
Bye-bye. Now, I guarantee you a hot date.
Yeah. I've never even had a date, really.
Seriously. Even when you were away at college.
No, never met anyone. Just focused on school, and you don't get to the top of your class by dating.
No, not necessarily. Maybe if you dated your tutor?
Ah, I was the tutor.
I guess you really didn't change at all out there. Thought you might have come home a little different.
Same old me. In fact, I'm meeting Gary for dinner tonight. My old roommate, just like old times. His ship just got back in.
Well, I'm sure Gary would agree. You are one good-looking guy in that uniform. Now for my magic spell aftershave. Voila. Out of hiding and into the northern lights, we have Corporal Tommy Naaman, the shining star, ready for everything.
You always make me laugh, Richard. I could have used your pep talks back in Chicago.
I'll cheer for you no matter what cloud you live on.
Thanks, Coach. Keep the change.
Wow. You're the most generous of all my customers. You'll probably be seeing me in your neighborhood. helping Julius and Ed move into their new place.
Ed, the one dressed up like a girl?
Yeah, Julius bought the house next to you, and Ed will be his roommate. And don't worry, they will be good neighbors. It will be nice for me to have Ed close by.
Uncle Bill.
Tommy, got time for a quick trim?
Oh man, see what I started? He's got friends inside.
Not a problem. My sign still says open. Besides, your uncle knows I always take care of my officers. Have a seat, Chief.
Sing again. You should see Richard's friend. He looks just like a girl. He's as good as Tony Curtis, really.
Just rehearsing. I'm sure your uncle has better things to do. I'll see you later, Tom.
A man in uniform. I never expected this.
I would have warned you, but neither did I. I just started.
Nice.
I'm only on a dinner break, or I wouldn't have worn the costume.
Oh, it looks good. Gosh, it's been a while. Welcome to my new pad. What have we got here?
I told you on the phone I'd bring dinner. Tommy's winter picnics to go. We deliver.
Meatloaf sandwiches?
Ketchup, no mustard, extra thick meat between fresh buns.
Just how I like it. You remembered. Thanks, bud.
Sure. Wow, nice place. A water view. It doesn't get much better than this.
Yeah, it's pretty swell.
You've really moved up since our days back in the dorms.
Anything would be a step up from Northwestern.
True.
Nice getting a paycheck. You'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hungry?
As usual.
No beer for me until I'm off the clock.
Right. Working you day and night?
Weird schedule.
Oh.
So, you like having your own place?
Yeah. Well, I've only had one other roommate since you.
God, was I that bad?
No, it wasn't you, buddy. You were the best. Just roommates are a hassle, you know.
Yeah, that's why I just live with my mom.
Hey,
Hey, I expected you a month ago, like you said in your letter.
sorry. No way to let you know. On our way back, our crew got called to help with the ship that went down.
Oh, I heard about that ship in the news. I guess saving some lives is a good excuse. So how's the Coast Guard treating you?
I love it. Good group of guys, perfect fit.
You're lucky.
How's your new job?
Too early to tell. I'm not really interested in police work, but it pays well, so I should be able to go to law school next year. Georgetown is still my dream.
Good for you. Never waver from that goal, do you? Yeah. Oh. Oh.
You know, I saw your ship dock and bought stuff for Meatloaf before you even called.
See, you are the best. What's been going on besides work? You seeing anyone since you moved back home?
No, I still haven't met a girl I'm interested in.
No? When I put in for this Coast Guard assignment, I worried you'd married some girl back in Chicago and become the big city boy. And I'd be the one up here in your little hometown. A total switcheroo. I wasn't sure if you were the marrying kind.
Never came close. Not yet, anyway. I mean, sure, everybody thinks about it. Only I've never had a serious girl. Maybe after law school. You're the one I thought would be married by now.
Are you kidding me?
You've had more girlfriends than any guy I've ever known.
They weren't girlfriends, just dates.
I saw the chicks flock all over you when you got that uniform.
No, none of them really interested me. Like it is with you, I suppose.
What is it they say? A girl in every port?
Yeah, that's not me. No girl ever. I'm more interested in this.
Gary, what are you doing?
Oh, I guess I shouldn't have. You don't like it?
I don't know. Have you ever done that before?
Yeah. Did I go overboard, buddy?
I've never even kissed a girl. I never expected. So, back at school when we were roommates.
You were my best friend. I didn't want to mess with you. Now it's different.
You messing with me?
No. I've been waiting for you.
I don't believe this.
Could have sworn you were flirting with me tonight.
No way!
Felt like you were giving me the green light.
I wouldn't know how to give a green light.
Comes naturally. You were giving me the green light.
Nothing comes naturally to me.
I've always thought you were perfect.
You surprised me. I need to think.
Don't overthink it, Professor. We can't tell anyone.
No, I wouldn't. There's nothing to tell.
Right. But about me, it'll be our secret.
I've got to get back to work. I'm gonna be late.
Go get him, Copper.
Yeah. For God's sake. I knew I didn't want to be a priest, even though I've never liked a girl. I just never thought. Who the hell am I? I was thinking about my school friend, Dennis Peterson.
Were you saying a prayer for him, honey?
Not exactly. He was an altar boy with me. Do you remember him?
No, yes. His family moved away while you were at Northwestern.
I always thought he'd become a priest.
I don't know.
Did you ever see him with a girlfriend, or do you think he was,
What, honey?
I wonder if he became, like, a homo.
Tommy! Whatever made you say that?
Just a feeling. What would God do you think, if someone was homosexual? Someone religious?
Well, it's a mortal sin, you know that. And Tommy, your hand, remember what the doctor said.
Sorry. But what about, look not at our sins that they may be forgiven, but at our gifts that they may be received?
Yes, we read that at Mass every day.
So, wouldn't God have that attitude about being homosexual? Like, look at a person's gifts, if they're a good person.
Only if the sin was absolved in confession. You know God wouldn't overlook a mortal sin.
But what if he's a priest?
Tommy! Don't be ridiculous.
Sometimes I close my eyes and pretend that I'm talking to Dad about stuff, you know.
Just like I taught you.
But I'll never be sure if I'm just making up his answers. I don't know what he'd really say.
Tommy, your dad is here watching over both of us, and I can tell you because I talk to him every day. Whenever I ask him for advice and he tells me, let's pray together like we used to when you were little, remember?
Yeah. But do you really hear him answer? I never heard his real voice like you did.
I do. I hear him, and he tells me he's so proud of you.
Ask him, Mom. Would someone's gifts outweigh their sins? I'm sure that's what he said to me. You ask him too.
Okay, we can ask him together.
Not now. I gotta go to work. See you, Mom. At the drugstore, we can get everything from shampoo to prescriptions. Underneath, in the basement, is our city morgue. Under that, the pilings where the tide comes in and then goes out onto the streets. People see ghosts in this building.
Oh, Corporal. Any news on Mr. Daniken?
Sorry, I'm still trying to find out for you.
I asked Mr. Fisher just now. He doesn't know either.
I put a package of sweethearts in the bag, do you mind? Might soothe her throat.
Her favorite. You're so good to my girls.
I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Working with your uncle now.
Just started.
Are you here on police business then?
No, not an officially. I'm still in training. I have something personal. Sometimes when I get nervous, I pull on my hair and I don't even notice. You can't tell because my hair covers it, but sometimes I pull some out. Just a little.
Did you ask your doctor?
There's no treatment. It's just a nervous habit. Keep your hands busy.
Here's an idea. These just arrived.
Oh, the Duncan yo-yos.
I hear they can't keep them in stock in the lower 48.
It could work, you know? Give my hands something to do. Fits in my pocket. Hey, I knew you'd think of something. A yo-yo.
Well, let me know if it... Well, if I'm here, let me know if it works.
Sure. And I'll take 2 packs of Juicy Fruit. Thanks. Thank you. So are you going somewhere?
I hope not. Tommy, I never did mention about your dad and me. We were best friends.
Really?
We grew up on Basin Road, your uncle, your dad, and me. I was older, but your dad and I were always together. Did everything together. When it came to the war, we enlisted together. We were over in the Guadalcanal when they hit. And the only reason I made it home is I was out getting supplies for the pharmacy. It wasn't fair.
Jeez.
I always wanted you to know he was a good man.
That's what everybody says. I'd love to hear more stories about him sometime, so I'd know what he thought.
You can ask me anytime.
Thanks. Lily, I'm glad you're still here. Come back in and have a coffee?
Okay, I have a few minutes.
Like old times. You locked it?
I always do. Your mother asked me to be careful. It should still be hot because I just had some. Just make mine a half a cup.
Everything's so different here now.
I want to talk to you about that. I'm glad you joined the police.
I'm surprised Uncle Bill hired me.
You've never seen eye to eye with him, but don't let him change you. You're better than them.
I have changed, but not like him. I don't belong anywhere now.
You have me. You have your mom. You'll always fit in with us.
I'm not sure.
I want to ask you something. Don't let the police know.
What?
They're bothering our girls. The police and their vigilantes. They ruin our young ones.
What do you mean?
They pick the most vulnerable girls and take advantage of them. You'll see being on the inside. No one listens to Indian girls reporting bad things about the police. Can you help us?
The department store still doesn't know where he is. Just gone.
My actor friend Julius is gone now too.
Really?
The one with the British accent?
Right, he trained in London. The best actor we have in Juneau.
I hear he had a white Davenport.
A white Davenport?
Yes, imagine. White! A normal family would never have one.
I saw it. I was at a department for a cast party last year.
Maybe I don't know what that means.
A white Davenport. He's got a limp wrist, honey. A lot of guys like that in theater.
What do you mean?
Homosexuals like things like white Davenports. Here we say limp wrist for someone swishy. Julius is a bit swishy. We love him anyway.
Back in Europe, during the war, we saw this. People disappearing. My friends would vanish overnight. Their families gone. We kept moving, trying to get away from it, but it was the same everywhere we went.
Well, you're safe with us now, Helen. Marge, did you hear that Julius bought that sweet house next door?
Yes, he told me he practically paid for it outright. Those queers have so much money. They don't have to spread it around a family like we do.
I love that house.
We just want a safe place to raise our girls. Don't you agree, Marge?
Of course! We want the best for our Judy. We heard the rumor about the music teacher.
What rumor?
He's next.
No, I would have heard something at the school.
He's grooming Judy for bigger things, like I never had a chance for. And now they'll send him away, throw her dreams out the window, just like that.
No, they won't send him away. The students vote him their favorite teacher every year. Of course, he hasn't been here long. Came up from Oregon with modern ideas, I guess. Maybe it's his political science class they object to. Radical philosophies, I heard.
They say he's got a regular love nest in that teacher's rooming house. He hasn't had a date with a girl since he moved here.
Of course, if he was sent away, maybe I could be voted their favorite teacher. I've sacrificed my life for that school.
Giving never adds up to anything. You're old enough to know that now.
Oh, God, forgive me. May I not seek to be loved as to love.
It's not right. Hans and I talked about it. If it's no different here, where can we go?
What does Tommy say?
Oh, he's never around anymore. And I told him I don't want to hear gruesome police stories anyway. I hate that new job of his already.
Joe said even he could be sent away. Just because he was a guest lecturer at that stupid young men's business club.
Well, aren't they just kids interested in business careers? I wanted Tommy to go.
2 of the boys got sent away and now the group fell apart. Why, Loretta, Bill came to the house last night in uniform. He talked to Joe about it. Tommy didn't tell you?
I'd better leave it at the station, I tell him.
I couldn't hear much. I invited them in for coffee, but they wanted to stay out on the porch. It was so cold last night.
Is it about being political or being homosexual?
My Joe's not a degenerate, silly. Our Judy's the living proof. It must be something political about those meetings. He doesn't give me details. Remember, Loretta? They sent the prostitutes away a few years ago.
Right. Except the senator's mistress.
Exactly. And you know, she still lives in that place with the queer downtown. So, they won't all be sent away this time either. Just like before. That's what I told Joe.
Sent away?
Marge, do you remember the Peterson family? They had that boy Dennis in Tommy's class?
Sure. His mother made costumes at the theater.
Right, I forgot about that. Well, whatever happened to Dennis? The family moved away while he was in college.
Had to. Dennis turned out queer. His college in Seattle kicked him out.
Oh my.
They sent him straight to a mental ward. He got the electric shock treatments. Didn't work though. They say the shocks only help some of them. I've read about it. But when he got out, he hung himself.
Oh my heavens!
Such a tragedy.
What about the family?
They'd signed him up for brain surgery, a lobotomy, to cut it out of him. But he ended it before the operation. No, they never came back. How could they?
No. What would they tell people?
I can't watch this happen all over again here.
Relax, Helen. No one is coming to get you or your family unless you're hiding something.
Marge, don't scare her.
And if we disappear, you'll find me in Hollywood. So, don't worry about us.
Well, hi, honey.
Hi, ladies.
See you, gals. I've got rehearsal with my new leading man. Corporal?
Did you find him?
No.
Well, you promised, Helen.
I'll find out, Mom. And I can't talk about work, you know that.
And now, Julius.
Richard's friend?
You don't know?
No. Mom, I just came home to tell you that I won't be home again tonight. I couldn't get through on the phone. The line was busy again. We need our own line, Mom.
A private line is a luxury I can't afford.
I might have to work all night.
What terrible hours. Your uncle better put you on the day shift soon.
Yeah. See you, Mom.
He works so hard at that new job.
can't tell Helen that Mr. Denikin was sent away. Uncle Bill says they send all undesirables away. But what makes Mr. Denikin an undesirable?
And what's the matter with you? All these years, you never believed I loved you. Huh? And I did. I did so much. I did love you. Oh, Ed. If only you hadn't come out and let them see you. My sweetheart. I did love you. I told you to stay inside. They wouldn't have seen you. They wouldn't have known.
What is going on?
Are you back so soon? Is your haircut okay?
Yeah. What happened to Julius? You said they were moving in next door, but Mom says he's gone. Where?
What do you mean, what happened? Did they send you back for me now?
No. Where is he?
You should know, Corporal.
What?
You really don't know.
No, I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Go ask your uncle.
He only gives me bits and pieces, and I can't talk to him anyway, not about anything. Richard, there's something else. It's personal. I thought maybe we could talk about it. I had dinner with Gary last night. Wait, is that makeup?
Just trying things for a cat in a hot tin roof. Now, I'm playing Big Daddy.
Maybe I can't talk about it.
Sit down. Tell Uncle Richard all about it.
Thanks. It's true, you're more like an uncle than Uncle Bill.
How about a shave?
Okay.
Everyone who sits in that chair tells me their troubles. What's up?
I just lied to my mom.
Well, we all have our secrets.
Have you ever been in love?
Who says I'm not in love right now?
You are? Who's the lucky one?
It's complicated. Life's complicated. You tell me.
I kissed someone. They kissed me, actually.
Oh, okay. Good.
No, it's complicated. You can't tell anyone.
You can always confide in me.
I'm not sure if this might be love.
Hearts don't lie. That's the good part about kissing. You can always tell when you kiss someone if it's real.
Jeez, Richard, I don't know how to do this.
Everybody has a first time. For us, it has to be an act, in a way. Sometimes, I pretend I'm on the stage.
But I've never been on stage.
With love, it's easy. Your heart gives you the words. You won't be pretending at all, really. Just try it.
I thought I was. But suddenly everything's different. Stuff I never expected. You know.
I do know. I never expected to step in for Julius and be Big Daddy. Showbiz. The opening night, they'll forget Julius. Eventually, they'll hardly remember he was ever here. No one will talk about it. And years from now, they might reminisce. He was that great British trained actor who disappeared overnight back in the 60s. Wasn't it a shame Juneau lost him? And Ed? No one will remember Ed. I will. Never forget Ed. We all disappear one way or another, don't we? That's why you have to follow your heart. There's nothing else to hold on to. It's the only compass you can trust. Voila.
The aftershave, it worked last time.
Good. Go for it, kiddo. Life's important. There's nothing else to hold on to. Don't give it up, Tommy. There's nothing else to hold on to.
Don't tell anyone.
We can never tell. There you are, Corporal. All set. Coming to opening night.
Of course.
We'll get a beer after.
You here again? What are you still doing in that uniform? I gave you the night off.
He just had a shave.
Take tomorrow morning, too. Things are slow for us.
Okay.
This is Coast Guard Inspector Morley. Our barber I told you about. And this is my nephew, Corporal Tommy Naiman. The one who tipped us off about the she-boy back at the station.
Tipped you off?
She's a good one. That Ethel Merman. Pleased to meet you.
Ed's still here.
We liked her so much, we couldn't bear to let her go.
I didn't know.
You're still in training. In due time. Now you get out of here.
Go on. He's right. You should leave.
Okay. But keep the change for our beer.
You having beers with my nephew now?
No, we never have before. I'm playing the lead in the play. We might get a beer after to celebrate. It's nothing.
Nothing better be nothing.
I swear.
The Coast Guard inspector here has special training, so we're working together. He's here to talk to you.
Nice dog. Is this your shepherd?
Was. She's gone now.
They don't live long enough, do they? I had one once. It broke my heart so bad, couldn't get another one.
The inspector thinks he can help you remember some names. The more names you give, the longer you get to stay. That's how this works. Our families go way back and everything. That's why I didn't take you last night. You know I want you to stay, Richard.
Like I told you last night, I don't have any names for you.
Don't you make them treat you with respect in your town?
Well, of course we do.
That's sir. When you're talking to me or the chief. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'll leave you with the inspector. He doesn't know anyone in Juneau yet anyway, so it'll be easier to give him names without me around.
You already took my best friends.
I'll get names out of them. Go ahead.
What would our old Basin Road neighbors think if they knew what you were up to, Chief?
Don't tell anyone.
The surprise factor. That's how we got them too. Once they figure out what's going on, it makes them harder to catch. I guarantee names, Chief. My speciality.
I'll lock the door on my way out. This is your last chance.
Business officially closed. I know you're one of those good boys, Dick.
It's Richard.
Sir! Oh! You don't seem to understand me at all. Your queer brain perverted too? Say you're sorry.
I'm sorry, sir.
We'll play a little game. It's how we swept him out of Boise back in '55. See, your Juneau is behind the times. Good old John Birch Society got me up here. Maybe their first representative in these parts. You'll be seeing a lot more of these. I'm recruiting. Might win an award. We're national. You listening to me?
Yes, I heard you.
Piece of...
Sir!
You're a lucky little queer. We got plenty of time. Told my wife I'd be home late. She's probably feeding the kids about now. I love those kids. You got any kids?
No, sir.
See, I'm gonna keep you busy for a long while, Dick. What's that?
I have rehearsal tonight. Maybe someone stopped
Nice try, so you stay! We'll rehearse some scenes right here. I'm the director. Let's get started. Give me a name or kneel down.
Everyone's gonna find out about this, sir. You won't get away with
Shut up,
this.
Dick! I know what you faggots like. Here's the game. You give me a name, and I leave you alone.
I won't play your game, Inspector.
Your girlfriend did. Ethel Merman says hello.
No, I don't believe you, sir.
Every time you say no, I get a favor. Now pay up, little actor. Smack there. No. I'll get you to play. Do I need to tell you what's next?
It was all so easy before I came back home. I do not like this job. Mom and I don't think the same anymore. My uncle and I never did. And the kiss. The kiss. I can't get that kiss off my mind. Is this fear? Is it desire? There's no escape now. I'm following my heart. And it leads right here. I need to figure out where we're going.
Where would you like us to go?
I don't know. You're my best friend. Now, I can't stop thinking about us.
Me too. That's great.
But Gary, I've never been with anyone.
We can take it slow. I remember what it's like at first. I'll help you through it.
Are we friends? I don't even know what to call you. What are we?
Words will come, buddy. I call you Buddy. Or Meatloaf. Maybe I'll call you Meatloaf.
Wait, I'm the cook. I'll call you Meatloaf. But I'm worried.
Your Meatloaf went straight to my heart.
I don't know how to do this. You know it's illegal here, right?
It's illegal everywhere, but that doesn't stop us.
They changed the law last year while I was still at Northwestern.
That's legal in Spain, too. But relax. We're here now.
But this is a small town.
It's Alaska. Live and let live.
It's not your hometown.
We can make it work if you want to. Will you try at least with me?
I want to. But I just lied to my mom. She thinks I'm working tonight. Plus there's stuff going on here. I don't know.
There is stuff going on everywhere. You can move in with me. No more lies needed. We can play house. And you can make the meatloaf.
This is what you call taking it slow?
I'm sorry. You're right. It'll be hard. I've been there. But we'll make it work.
All this time, I've been waiting to feel what other guys feel when they meet the right girl. And now I feel it.
We'll be okay. Trust me.
I want to. I do. God, I don't know what I want.
I never knew how it felt to be in love, always watching others from afar. I wondered if I'd ever know their secret, or if I'd always be alone. Now I'm smitten by you. Your eyes ignite inside me a flame I've never had before. I glow with love and light, alive and shining bright. I never knew love was so exciting. I am seeing colors that I've never seen before. I hear music when you're near, and I want more. I never knew how it felt to be in love, but now I'm smitten by you.
What's going on?
I don't know. My ship just put out a high alert.
Aren't you off today?
Not anymore, sleepyhead. Oh, I gotta go right away. You didn't hear the alert?
Maybe in my dreams. What time is it?
9:45. Sleep more if you want to. I know I kept you up all night.
Wait, I thought I kept you up.
See yourself out. Help yourself to food, coffee, whatever you want.
But what if all I want is meatloaf?
That would be nice. But I gotta go. Thanks for staying over, buddy.
You don't have to thank me. You planted dreams in me I've never had. I have hours to dream before I go.
I'll call you Dreamboat. I love that you're a dreamer.
I did it. I jumped in the stream. He's beyond all my dreams. I jumped in, not even a clue I wasn't alive, until Gary reached inside. Richard's right. Hearts don't lie.
We interrupt this broadcast of As the World Turns with news that President Kennedy was shot in Dallas, Texas. The First Lady was unharmed. The president was rushed from his motorcade to the hospital, where his status is unknown at this time. We will update you when we have more information. But again, President Kennedy was shot, and now the nation waits.
Richard?
Is it because he was Catholic? Is that it?
I don't think they know yet.
Richard's door is locked and I have an appointment.
Mom, are you okay? What's going on?
She's upset about Kennedy.
What about Kennedy?
You don't know? President Kennedy's dead.
No. What do you mean?
Someone shot him. They announced it on the radio.
We had to let the children go home from school.
Oh my God, I didn't know. That's why Gary's ship.
What do you mean you didn't know?
Oh no, Kennedy?
Yes, and Richard, his door is never locked.
No, never. Richard, it's Tommy. Let me in.
Do you think he's disappeared too?
No, not Richard. He was just here yesterday. I'll get help to get inside.
Well, if I can't get a good cut and color, I'm doomed for opening night.
Please, Marge.
All we can do is pray. The principal told us, and we knelt down there, right there with the children, and prayed.
Let us through, ladies. Together. 1, 2, 3. Jesus Christ. Tommy, cover him up.
Oh my! Don't look, girls!
Oh no!
Damn.
He's still breathing, Uncle Bill. Get help.
We need an ambulance down to Guys and Dolls on Main Street. Stat. He's beat up real bad. Unconscious. Move along, Marge.
Keep breathing, Richard. Please. Juneau, Alaska, 1963. Much like the city morgue hidden under our downtown drugstore, there's a whole other side of Juneau we don't much talk about. Stuff I never knew. Imagine my first day back at work after finding Richard. I get this phone call. Corporal Naiman, Juneau Police.
Can I speak to the chief?
He's not here. Who's calling?
I'm helping with the perverts that you're getting rid of. I have names and addresses. I go through his pockets.
He knows you're giving me this information?
That's why I wanted the chief. He took my last call. I'll just call back.
I never knew someone in Juneau might turn people like me and Gary into the police. This is my hometown. How can we live here if we can't trust anyone? They say we saved Richard's life. Cracked ribs, collapsed one of his lungs. We found him just in time. The doctor says it's not uncommon for someone to be unconscious hours, even days after a severe beating to the head like that. The wounds on the skin surface led them to check inside. What is uncommon is a guy assaulted like that on the inside. In Juneau. Uncle Bill says it's not the first time, and it's usually people who deserve it. But Richard's always been like family. Uncle Bill doesn't say anything about that. The whole town is praying for Richard. Mom still doesn't know. When she prays for sinners, she's praying for me. I don't even have to pretend because this is me.
Sloppy work, Inspector.
I left the hairdresser not long after you. Ask my wife. I was there for dinner with her and the kids.
With Juneau all locked in the way it is, you can't get away with things like you do in the lower 48. Here, everyone will find out. I might not be able to cover for you.
I thought you were concerned about Juneau's safety.
Damn right. Only you took it too far. You should have known. There better not be any evidence.
I'm an expert. You'll see.
Sorry I'm late, Uncle Bill. Mom's still shook up about Kennedy.
We all are, son. But I already had this interrogation planned. His Coast Guard work is similar to what we're doing. Just observe us.
Okay. Any leads on Richard? I checked up at St. Anne's. He's still unconscious.
No, don't get your hopes up. These cases usually go unsolved. Okay, Inspector. Take it away.
Watch me, Corporal.
Good evening, Larry. I'm helping Inspector Morley here get the lay of the land, and you know my nephew Tommy.
Yes?
This is business, Larry.
He means that's yes, sir.
Yes, sir?
I'm conducting a background inquiry on a Coast Guard officer. A friend of yours, Gary Owen. You know him?
I know Gary.
You're just observing.
You know Gary Owen, Mr. Fisher?
Well, yeah, Gary and I were roommates for a short time, sir.
We need some background information that could help your friend.
If it would help, sir.
Got anybody in there with you, Larry?
No, I'm alone, sir. Just watching TV.
Your answers can help with Owen's advancement.
Oh, a promotion. Are you coming in?
We'll stay out here. Be quick like. So you're here by yourself tonight, or do you have a family?
Like I already said, I'm alone, sir. I don't have roommates at the moment.
You aren't married then, Mr. Fisher?
Well, no, sir, I'm not married. Why?
Ever been married?
No, not yet anyway.
You engaged to be married now, Larry? He's alone.
I told you.
He asked you a question.
No, I'm not engaged, sir.
You have a girl?
I'm single, sir.
I've never seen you with a girl.
You ever had a girl?
These are odd questions for Gary's promotion inspector.
Just being sure you're reliable. Seeing if you can help us or not. We know the answers. Have you dated girls or not?
Well, of course I've dated girls.
Ever kissed a girl?
No, not really. How would you know if I've ever kissed a girl?
Never? What do you mean, not really?
Lots of guys in Juneau never kissed a girl. I've never kissed a girl in my...
Quiet.
How old are you now, Mr. Fisher?
42, sir.
So, 42 years old, no girlfriend, never kissed a girl. Correct, Mr. Fisher?
Uncle Bill, tell him it's Juneau.
I said hush.
Do I have that right, Mr. Fisher?
Answer the question, Larry.
Yes, I'm not lying. If you already know my answers, why do you need to write it all down?
We'll check your answers at the station with a lie detector test.
A lie detector? To see if I ever kissed a girl?
You have a lot of single guy friends, don't you, Larry?
Oh, yes, sir, I'm single, so a lot of my friends are single.
Ever kiss a guy, Larry?
What are you getting at? Sir.
We have to check on everything. You ever seen any guys buck naked?
He means without their clothes on, Larry.
Of course. You were in the service, you know yourself, Chief. And here with my housemates.
Wait a minute, Fisher. You said you live alone, so which is it? You have housemates or you live alone?
For the record now, tell the truth.
I'm not lying. As I said, Inspector, I don't have housemates at the moment, but usually I do. I have an ad running and I'll get another one soon.
Some of them shack up with you, do they?
They pay rent, sir.
So, for the record, you run ads to get guys who pay you to live with you. And they see you naked. You see them naked. That's good. Real good.
I told you.
That's what happens when you share a house, sir. You run into each other.
Don't get sassy now.
Well, this is ridiculous, and it's getting late, Inspector. I have to be up for work in the morning.
We'll stop for tonight and continue tomorrow at our headquarters using our equipment.
No, I'm at the pharmacy 8 to 5.
We'll send someone to your work to pick you up at 5 then.
You're coming to my work?
We have Mr. Ethel Merman back at the station. Says he knows you. We'll be asking you about Ed on the lie detector tomorrow. Pleasant dreams, Larry.
At 5. Be ready.
Oh.
What are you doing? Larry Fisher didn't do anything. What's going on, Uncle Bill?
He's on our list. And what's up with that yo-yo? I never want to see that at work again.
I've known him all my life. There's nothing deviant about him.
He's gotta go. We'll let Morley use him for what he needs, and then we'll send him away. That's how it works.
I've never seen you like this before.
Looks like you got a pussy in the family, Chief.
He's right, son.
But he was friends with Dad.
He's a homo. Your dad ignored it.
He didn't do anything wrong. Someone out there beat up Richard and assaulted him. That's who we should be tracking.
Homo, pervert, fag, child molester, they're all the same. And careful, it's contagious. Don't they teach you anything?
That's not true.
He's right, son, and public safety's our job.
Plus, they're commies. We gotta get them all.
Assign me to Richard's case.
You do what I say when I tell you.
Looks like you got a live one, Chief.
His mother overprotects him. This job will finally make a man out of him. Hey, I like the lie detector. That's a nice touch. I want to see that.
I'm here to collaborate. Like I said, we make a good team, Chief. In fact, come with me to D.C. I signed up for next spring, Hoover's special training at FBI headquarters. They'll show us how to get rid of these commie reds.
Open to civilians?
Sure. How else are we gonna get them all? And if you see my pin, John Birch Society, I'm missing it.
It's brutal what they're doing to Larry. I refuse to go inside, but I'm the one taking him to the ferry when they're done. To protect him. I won't let them get their hands on him. I saw Ed. He's still in a cell, and that's my fault. Richard could be my fault. I can't prove anything about who beat him up, but my uncle and that idiot Morley were the last ones who saw him. Uncle Bill's in charge of the whole operation. He says in Ketchikan they're going after girls, too. Dykes, he calls them. Here he's only going after the guys. But they take their families, too, if they have them. The wives and kids. Put them all on a ferry. Send them down to Seattle. Blue tickets. All the deviants are going, he says. It's in my orientation manual. My new job. My hometown. My uncle. In Webster's, deviant is one who differs from what's normal or acceptable. Where does that put me? Today, I went behind his back and talked to a state official, someone I trust, a local guy. I thought I might get Uncle Bill in trouble, but I'm wrong. Uncle Bill's right.
Tommy, it's better if they're sent away than arrested. Better to avoid jail time and a sex offender record if they get caught. You see, it's against the law.
But they changed the law in Illinois. You helped write our Constitution. You can do something to help change the law here.
It's not the right time. We have to let them go.
It's not fair, and you know it. Being legal in Illinois and illegal in Alaska.
I feel terrible about it too. Knowing what's going on and letting it happen without doing anything, but all we can do is warn them before they get sent away. That's all you can do too, Tommy.
This is my state government. There's no one on our side. How can they beat up Richard, put Julius on a ferry, and keep Ed in a cell? God help us. They do whatever they want with us. You don't even have to have a boyfriend. And no one will know what they do, so they can get away with anything.
Have you ever had sex with a child, Larry?
Absolutely not.
He's telling the truth, see?
Have you ever been naked with children?
Only in locker rooms.
Oh. So you go to locker rooms, do you?
I play basketball. You play too, Chief. We both go to locker rooms.
Are there children playing with you naked in the locker room?
Oh, what is this? Half the town plays basketball and we shower together in the locker room.
Are you homosexual?
Blue tickets. I'd never heard that term, but Uncle Bill was surprised I didn't notice when they sent the prostitutes away the same way back in '58. On the steamship, before we had the ferry. I was a junior at Juneau High. See, Alaska had to blue ticket them before we could become a state, because prostitution's illegal in the States. So we sent them down to the States, so we could become a state, pretending that we're doing what the other states pretend to do. It's all a lie. Uncle Bill says he still knows the good prostitutes operating here under the radar if I ever want a number. This is my hometown. This is my family. I read about blue tickets. They started here in the gold rush to get rid of undesirables in 1912 when Alaska was still a territory. But they were already doing worse things. Hangings even, up in the Yukon Gold Rush in the 1890s, and they called that blue ticketing. By 1916, the US military used blue tickets as an administrative discharge. Not honorable, not dishonorable. A way to remove homosexuals from the ranks. Morley and my uncle were right. Some things they don't teach you in school. I talked to Willie about it. The blue tickets. I didn't tell her about Gary. She says it's gone on forever. Violence, persecution. How do we heal this? We turn around, do the same thing to somebody else. Willie helped me think. All of our families are connected by horrible history. And here we are on Willie's land, in this mess we've made. How do you heal that? Now for my first blue ticket. My uncle's so proud of me, but he doesn't realize I'm just protecting Larry from him. He doesn't know it might be my last blue ticket. I'm really sorry, Mr. Fisher.
You're in a tough spot.
See, it could be me sent away. Do you know what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
Same as you. I can't say it out loud, but I'm the same as you. What should I do? What would my dad say?
Your dad knew about me, and I was still his best friend. He loved you and would be proud of you. He wasn't like your uncle.
Your blue ticket. I'm ashamed I'm still a part of this. I didn't know when I took the job.
It's not your fault. You don't have a choice.
I should stay and fight it, but I am afraid to stay.
You remind me of your dad, but he would agree. You have to go. It's not safe here.
It's legal in Illinois.
Thanks.
Do you know of any other places that are okay?
When I get down to Washington, I'll catch a ride to Eagle Butte. I've got a pal, Henry Cloud, there from the service. He wanted me to come live with him after we served. But I was young then, and this is my home. We've been writing letters back and forth for nearly 20 years. On the Lakota reservation where he lives, it's part of the culture. He's accepted. He said we could even live together like a regular married couple.
Wow, you're lucky to have someplace to go.
Henry will be surprised. Unless he gets my letter already. I stuck it in the mail on the way here. You know, they're intercepting mail from people like us. He's not getting all my letters.
You're kidding.
No, special training for postal workers to detect homosexuals. Opening envelopes to figure out who's who. Be careful what you put in writing.
That can't be legal.
Executive orders, FBI.
Bye, Mr. Fisher.
Take care of yourself, Tommy. Your dad was smart like you know. He wanted to change the world.
He did?
Never got the chance. Get out while you can. See what it took to get me to go live my life? Don't give up your chance.
So, it's you.
Jeez.
I helped them. I was so naive.
You didn't know. I'm the one who should have guessed. It's the same here as everywhere.
We have to get out, someplace safe.
They own me. I can't just leave, not like you. I already told my commander I'd extend for 3 more years. That was to be here with you. We haven't signed a contract yet. Man, I don't want to quit the Coast Guard. This is my life.
I don't want to leave either. It's my home. But with the lie detector,
I'm screwed. You gotta go, even if I'm court-martialed.
I won't leave you. We go together. That's the whole point.
You're such a dreamer. What if they asked Larry about me on the lie detector?
Were you guys ever...
No, just roommates when I first got here. But he knows about me.
Let's figure something out. A way to be together.
Once I'm in their legal system, it could be years. I gotta get back to the ship. You got your whole new life ahead of you, bud. Don't wait for me.
I don't want anybody else. Do you? God, Gary, I love you. Maybe you don't feel like I do.
Oh, Tommy. I love you too. It's not that.
Then we go together.
But if I'm in jail forever, you gotta move on without me. That's what's gonna happen, don't you see?
Don't say that. I'll figure something out. I can't leave you here.
I'll check general delivery when I get to Seattle. If you love me, go.
Corporal?
I can't get caught. How do you get another job after you're caught? Do you just live life as a drifter? Trapped in illegal dreams? Or I could get put in jail. Gary, first love. Maybe this is the best ending we can get. Dreaming, running, dreaming, running, dreaming.
Tommy.
I have something to tell you.
Oh, me first. Good news. Come sit down.
Could use some good news.
I'm buying the house next door.
You can't buy that house. Julius Morgan bought it.
I hardly need a down payment. It's my dream come true.
But it's his. That would be wrong.
He left it with the bank, I guess, when he left.
He didn't leave. He was sent away. Don't you know what's going on?
Imagine, the bank called me after hours at home and offered it to me first. I wanted to talk it over with you, but you're never home anymore. They said if I didn't take it right then, they would offer it to the other neighbors. Oh, your father would be so pleased. I'm doing it for both of us.
I might be leaving soon.
What do you mean? You just got back.
That's what I need to talk to you about. Remember how you and Dad first met? You told me his smile was like the sun on your face, remember?
Yes.
And you always say his laughter was the sweetest music.
His laugh always made me smile.
Remember how you won him over with your apple pie? You only had 2 weeks before Dad had to ship out. But you married him even though you had just met.
That's how things were back then with the war.
You knew he was the one. That's what you told me.
He was.
There doesn't have to be a war. You just follow your heart.
Oh, Tommy, you sound just like your father.
I've met someone, Mom. I mean, it's an old friend, actually, but we're falling in love.
Oh, Tommy, I'm so happy for you. Oh.
It's complicated, but hearts don't lie. It's Gary.
No, are you crazy?
You shouldn't stop love. You can't stop love.
What do you mean?
It's a gift. When Gary looks in my eyes, it's like being out in a boat on a channel I've never seen before. He opens my heart, Mom.
Oh, stop it.
I feel joy like I'm finally alive.
Stop it.
I was confused at first, too. After years of praying for the right girl, God sent Gary.
I raised you better than this. Let's go talk to Father Mulcahy. He's young and modern. He'll know what to say.
It's like with you and Dad. It feels sacred.
Don't you dare say that.
Dad agrees.
Your father would never condone this. After all I've done for you, this is what you do? I've sacrificed my life for you. Was this in Chicago?
No.
How dare he come here and do this to you?
I'm leaving.
Wait, where do you think you're going? You think you can just walk away and leave me here?
I wanted you to know in case anything happens. Don't you even care?
So you're just gonna forget about law school now, huh? Wait, Tommy! Where do you think you're going? You can't choose a life like that, Tommy.
I'm following my heart.
You're breaking my heart!
This is my chance. I'm leaving.
Don't you dare leave. I forbid it.
You're hopeless.
It's a sin.
It's love, Mom. God wouldn't put a sin inside me.
You can't be homosexual. He took advantage of you. Stay here and change. Pray with me.
Look not at our sins that they may be forgiven, but at our gifts that they may be received. That's my prayer, Mom, for you.
I hope you're ashamed of yourself! back.
Who is it? It's me, Marge.
It is not a good time.
Please, it's urgent. It's okay, I'm a mess too. It's Joe. Did Tommy tell you?
No.
Do you know about Joe? Everyone probably knows.
Knows what?
Like how he hangs out on the wharf, making friends with the Coast Guard guys and everything.
Yeah?
I figure everyone probably knows. Sending him away. Us away.
Oh no.
Never fall in love with a switch hitter. I knew from the beginning I was doomed, but he's still the best of all the guys I've ever known. I loved him. No sugar. You know that.
So what will you do?
I don't know yet. Maybe try tea. With sugar. I want my kind of sugar. He's home now, packing his things.
Will you go with him?
At first I thought getting rid of him was just the answer. But now I'd have to get a job. He already took all of the money out of the bank.
Good heavens.
And then there's Judy. That's why I don't know. Damned if you do and damned if you don't. Sorry, I know you hate it when I talk like that.
I won't judge. If you stay, I'll still be your friend. And if you leave, I understand.
Well, guess if everyone knows, I could stay. What do I care? At least until spring, so that Judy gets to play her lead. You probably heard they're keeping the music teacher to the end of the school year. What will I do? I've been a housewife my whole life. We'd all rather stay on that hot tin roof. Wouldn't we, darling? I'm not like you. I've never been alone.
I understand completely. Tommy's leaving, too.
My own mom won't accept me? Who's gonna help us? Not even the churches. We're illegal to them. We're sinners to them on top of being illegal. Mortal sinners. Once I go, I might never see her again.
Tommy? What is it?
Oh, Willie. I'm all alone in the world.
No, tell Claw Willie.
I'm in love with Gary and I have to leave. If I stay, we can both get caught.
Oh, I see. So you quit the police. You won't help us?
Sorry. There's no way I can help with your girls now. I'm useless, even if I stay. Don't you see, Willie?
Yeah, I see.
I won't count for anything here now.
That's not true, Bee. You persist to the end, and you always have.
Mom doesn't understand. You probably don't love me anymore either.
That's not true, Ichzechan. I always wondered. I always wondered. You were different from my boys.
You wondered?
I didn't know for sure, but a mother knows her children, even a second mother. So you don't surprise me.
And you don't mind?
You are who you are.
What should I do?
There's always a story to help you decide. Remember? Always go back to those stories, Tommy. They'll help guide you.
Giant. You can't really kill the giant.
No matter how you try.
They just transform into something else. Even if you burn the giant, they spark into mosquitoes. You'll be trying to kill them the rest of your life.
They burned our Takaquan village while we were at fish camp last year. That's what they do. They try to drive us out one way or another. But we won't disappear. We're their mosquitoes. We've been here since the beginning, and we're staying.
I want to stay and fight for you. For us.
They'll be after you. Look at Richard.
I couldn't save him. Or Larry Fisher.
I was cleaning at the pharmacy, and I overheard them talking. They said he's gone.
I know. I put him on the ferry.
They try to divide us. They cover up for each other.
I'll come back after law school. They won't get away with this. The whole town's going to know.
Get new fighting tools. Smart. See, Bean, you do persist. I found something. Cleaning at Richard's after he got beat up.
Morley's pin. I knew it. I'm going to go to Uncle Bill with this.
The giant will be waiting for you wherever you go. Iguayakun. Be of strength and courage.
Gosh, sheesh. You made everything possible. Good, you locked it. Gary, it's me. Let me in. Are you in there? I have something to help us leave. There's a ferry at 8 a.m. If we get separated, I'll meet you in Seattle. I love you. Tommy.
Thank you for the information. Yes, I'll get you some money. I always list your calls as anonymous, like I tell you every time. Right. No one else knows who you are.
Who is it, Uncle Bill?
No one. What are you doing here? I gave you the night off. How'd it go with Larry?
It was Morley who beat up Richard. I can prove it.
Evidence isn't back on that one yet. Like I said, those cases usually go unsolved.
He did it. I called down to his last job and found out he was part of a vigilante group. He did stuff like that all the time.
Relax. I knew that. We need him to help us figure out who all the homos are, especially the married ones. It's easier for us to use Morley.
I got his pin from Guys and Dolls. He was wearing it that night Richard got attacked. You saw it. We can prove that he did it. There's blood on the pin.
Give it to me. I'll take care of it.
No, I already submitted it for evidence.
You should have given it to me.
Maybe the blood will be a mix. Richard's and Morley's.
Not your job, son. You went over my head. We can't have that.
Don't be calling me son anymore, especially not here at the station. You know, I'm not playing your game. And even though you're my uncle, I'm not on your side. And I was never your son anyway. Gary, we've got to get out of here. God, you could be in there like Richard.
Party's over, Corporal. I got your faggot friend.
Where is he?
He won't be back.
You missing something, Inspector? I've got your pin. You left it at Richard's the night you attacked him.
You can't do anything with that.
I see the cuts on your hands. We're testing the blood on your pin.
The chief called and warned me about you. See, we don't need you.
I know what you did in Boise. I'll call down to your commander.
You think my commander doesn't already know? Double stupid college graduate.
I'll go to someone above your uncle.
Oh, I'm so frightened. Now give me the pin, little dickhead.
Drop whatever you have on Gary Owen. Let him go.
Oh, so he is your boyfriend. Does the chief know you're a knight in shining armor under your corporal uniform? Now, give me the pin, or I put you on the lie detector right now!
No more chances. Let Gary go, then we talk. You have until 6 a.m.
I know what you are!
I'm proud of who I am. Mom was right. I'll be running all my life once I leave. I can't do this alone.
Tommy?
Mom?
I couldn't let you leave without this.
This is a lot of money.
It's so you can be safe.
Thanks. You know, it's not about the money, right? I just need you to accept me. This is who I am.
I'm trying. I will always love you, Tommy. I want you to promise me something. You will never hurt yourself. Promise me.
I've got to get on the ferry, Mom. Goodbye.
watching others from afar. I wondered if I'd ever know their secret, or if I'd always be alone. Now I'm smitten by you. Your eyes ignite inside me a flame I've never had before. I glow with love and light, alive and shining bright. I never knew love was so exciting. I am seeing colors that I've never seen before.